Hey guys, Patriot Media here. Today I'm going to be filming my DCTV Talk episode 2. Now I have a new way of filming my videos. I film the audio and the video separately. So if anything sounds off or like it didn't match up right, well I guess, yeah, if it doesn't really match up, I don't really see how it wouldn't match up, whatever. If it doesn't really seem right, that's probably why, but it should have a better audio quality and a better video quality doing this. However, the only downside of this is when I take a breath, you'll be able to hear that better, so that's not good because I do that a lot when I talk. And I only have 10 minutes to talk about each thing before I have to start a new clip. So I have 9 minutes left for this clip, so I'm going to get into it. So I'm going to be talking about Arrow first. And so for Arrow, Arrow episode 3. It's called Crossing Lines. My favorite part of this episode was Oliver in prison, as it has been in every episode so far. I really liked the 12 hours later part at the very beginning, so it kind of like set up what was going to happen, and I was like really shocked that he was stabbing those guards. Then I really liked all of the fight scenes this episode with when he fought Brick. It was a really good one. When he fought Brick and the guards, which they showed in the 12-hour later thing, that was all really good. I really liked how they did that, how like the guards were corrupt, and so like that's how he kind of like attacked, and that's like why he attacked him. And then he was sent down to level 2, which I'll get into more later. Also though, with the audio, I'm probably gonna be talking a lot faster because I have a lot less time to do this in. And you might hear some of the clicks from my buttons on my controller, so I'm sorry about that. I'll try to fix that in the next episode if you are able to hear it. Anyway, so I liked how Oliver's friend, I still can't remember his name. I don't know if I'll ever remember his name. The past 2 episodes now, haven't been able to remember the guy's name. Whatever. It's his friend in prison. I really like that guy. That guy's awesome. I think he's like I find him to be like the comedic relief of the prison parts. So. But I liked how he was kind of there with him during the fight, but you could see him like cowering up on the bed, where so like he was kind of like there for his friend, but he wasn't actually like part of the fight. Where it's not like Oliver needed help or anything, because Oliver's like destroying people and he's a badass. But I really liked how Oliver and Bronze Tiger had that like talk after Oliver fought Bronze Tiger, which that was another good fight scene. Oliver versus Bronze Tiger in the prison cell, where that's where his friend was at. That was another good one where Bronze Tiger had to kill him because Brick told him to, and then we find out that Bronze Tiger doesn't really like Brick, but Brick is going to kill Bronze Tiger if he doesn't do what he wants him to do. So and then Bronze Tiger tells Oliver how he saved Diggle during one of the Suicide Squad missions. So that sets up Bronze Tiger to be like a better character. And then Oliver versus Samson, which was really good, where Oliver broke both of Samson's arms. Or I think he broke only one. I think he only broke one of them. Because during the fight I thought he broke both, but then we only see him with one cast on when he's in his cell. Oh, look, I'm riding a mammoth. That's sick. Excuse me, I'm really sorry about that. He was sent to the lower level, which I'm really interested to see what they do with that. He's searching for the demon, which I'm really hoping they're going to bring back Ra's al Ghul for, because they've talked about how they're going to bring back another villain. Which I'm pretty sure he died, but I mean, it's Ra's al Ghul. He can't actually die. But I don't see why he'd be in prison. Or it could be Talia. That'd be cool. If it was Talia, I'd really like that. I could see it being Nissa. I probably wouldn't like that. Well, no, the Talia and Arrow I've never really liked. They could have it be Nissa though, which I don't really like Nissa, but whatever, that'd be fine. I only have 5 minutes left. I really need to start talking. Then Brick kind of he's like the leader in prison, so like everybody's like this, he has the guards on his payroll, and he like has all like the other criminals doing whatever he wants. So I feel like Brick's a very menacing villain in prison, but once they get out of prison, I think it's gonna be interesting how all that carries over for Brick, because he won't have all of the control that he did in prison. So then the other storyline is Felicity and Watson, and like I'm gonna call it Team Arrow, which is Oliver, not Oliver. It's Felicity, Renee, and Dinah. which, so yeah, I'm just gonna call it Team Arrow because it's easier. So it's Team Arrow and Watson, and Felicity was less annoying than usual in this episode, which was really nice. She's still not the best, but she was less annoying. Um, I felt like the team versus the Longbow Hunters was really done well. However, I feel like the Longbow Hunters should have been like way overpowering the team, but they really weren't. So I mean, they should have been, but whatever. Maybe Team Arrow just got lucky. And then Renee and Dinah working together again, which was nice because them fighting was kind of annoying because it was kind of really petty. Dinah was less annoying in this episode, where in the last few episodes she's been really annoying about like the whole don't trust the new Green Arrow, don't go out as a wild dog, which I mean she's doing it for a good reason, it's just kind of annoying. And then the Silencer was kidnapped, which I really liked. I feel like they could definitely do something cool with that, like they could take her Silencer technology and they could they could like break in Diaz's hideout and he wouldn't be able to hear him. I feel like that'd be a cool idea. Now, will they do that? Probably not, but they could. And then the Silencer fight audio I still don't really like. They should just do it just like Batman Beyond does, or Batman Beyond did. I felt like they got that perfect, but I'm very biased towards Batman Beyond. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. My favorite, it's my second, Batman Beyond is my second favorite superhero of all time. I just love the show. Watson is basically written off the show, which I was starting to like Watson, but I understand why. You don't want to have the help of the FBI for everything. It's kind of like how Argus is just kind of annoying because like Argus can do everything. And then again, I feel like the Longbow Hunter should have been harder to take down. Excuse me. And then the next parking point I want to talk about for Arrow is Diggle in Switzerland. I felt like that was kind of a letdown. I feel like it was a bunch of drama, like relationship drama for Diggle and Lila that wasn't really necessary. I feel that Curtis was very unused while he was there. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. He's very loud and you can't really get him to stop barking. Curtis should have been used more in the episode, but he wasn't. I really like the nanotech that Curtis made in the paint, so they could take the money, and then, or not the money, they called it info, and then I like how Diggle interrogated his kid in the beginning of it. Then the last thing I want to talk about is Ricardo Diaz getting super strength. This reminded me a lot of Bane and like the Venom stuff, so like that'd be really cool if they had Bane on this season. Which, will they? Probably not, because Bane's gonna be on Gotham. And I don't know if villains will allowed to be on both shows at the same time. I don't even know if they can coordinate that. I don't know. But I don't think they'll do Bane, because Bane's not really a Green Arrow. So, I still have a minute and 45 seconds left, so I'm trying to think of anything else to talk about. I really like those fight scenes with Oliver. I liked how Brick kind of played Oliver, where like he wanted to fight him, but he bet on Oliver. And then Oliver jumps off the table. Yeah. He goes up and starts to fight Brick. I thought that was really cool. And then I just really liked how brutal the fight scenes were in this episode with Oliver, and I liked how like Oliver was like destroying everybody. Like everybody, like, they're all supposed to like seem like big and tough, but then Oliver just like absolutely just obliterates them, which I really like how like those end up working out. But so I'm going to cut this part of the video here, because then I'm going to go into my flash segment, and yeah, so this has been all my comments on Arrow episode 3 for this season. Labeled Crossing Lines. Overall, it was a really good episode. I'm excited to see what they do with Oliver in the lower level, or level 2. Lower level. I'm pretty sure who they called it. But I'm excited to see what they do with Oliver in the lower level next episode. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Alright guys, I'm back during my second clip for talking about Legends of Tomorrow, episode 2, titled Witch Hunt. So, this episode I thought was pretty good. I liked how John Constantine joined the team. I liked Constantine better when he was in his own show. I felt like he was kind of like different. Like he kind of acts different, but I like Constantine in the show. I liked the whole Mick versus Constantine part of it, where like Mick wanted to watch American football, which is obviously better than soccer. But Constantine was already in there watching a soccer game, and like that made Mick really mad. I thought that was funny. And then I thought that Salem was a really cool location for them to do a magical episode in, because like the whole witch trials, which that's what it was about. So I thought that was pretty cool. Sorry, I'm kind of sick, so that's why I've been coughing in this clip and then the last clip. When I refer to the clips, that's the 10-minute increments that I film in now. But so yeah, I know I mentioned that in the last video, but or just to bring it back up again. And if like the audio sounds different, that's probably why. Or if like there's background noise in one and not the other, that's why. And then I liked how the mom was willing to die for her kid. The mom in Salem, I thought that was like really cool. That like even though the mom knew that like she wasn't a witch, that she was willing to die to protect her kid. Which I mean, I feel like that's what like most parents should or like would be willing to do, is like die for their kid. I liked when Ray and Mick were both turned into pigs. I thought that was funny, and how they showed them like rummaging around the ship doing different things, and of course Mick's pig was eating. And then I really liked the part where Constantine like was faced off against like the fairy godmother thing, and it